right, we have Akin Olateru, the Chief Executive Officer of the Nigeria Safety Investigation Bureau, NSIB. Thank you so much for joining us on Newsnight tonight. Well, we do hear that NSIB has begun investigations into the this latest crash. What do we know so far? What are you finding out? And what questions are you asking about what may have led to the crash?
Yes, good evening. My name is Akin Olateru. I'm the Director General for Nigerian Safety Investigation Bureau. By law, by the act that was passed and signed to law, NSIB Act 2022, we have a mandate to investigate air, maritime, and rail, and any other mode of transport occurrences. And this falls under our purview. We've launched an investigation. One thing I need to let people know, we are not, NSIB is not part of the first responder. That's not our job. And we give kudos to LASEMA, as the Lagos State Management Agency. We give kudos to NEMA for that quick response. But we've moved in there. We've gathered some information, including some video clips, which has really give a bit of an insight into what actually happened. Yes, it's a light aircraft operated by Air First Hospitality Limited. This occurrence happened just past 3 p.m. this afternoon. There were 2 souls on board. They're pilots, both of them, they're pilots, qualified. And then, this aircraft that just recently been imported to Nigeria. From our findings, this aircraft is less than 1 year old. So it's a brand new aircraft per se. So for this to have happened, even though we've launched an investigation, we're at the gathering of evidence stage, but there are 3 likely things we're looking at. Probably due to the video that we saw today from some CCTV cameras that picked it, possible likely cause could be aircraft went into a stall. Another one could be engine failure, which may be to contamination of fuel, we're not sure. We can't rule anything out. Another possible option, cause could be a material failure. If you fly in an aircraft and the aileron pulled out from the attachment point, of course, that aeroplane will lose balance and damage. So there are several possibilities that we're looking at. We're not just limited to 1 or 2. Thank you.
Okay, now that's good to know. We appreciate your submission tonight. But then it still means that not much has been discovered, has been found out by you since you started your investigation. I fear that what if it's fuel contamination or adulteration, like it almost happened a couple of weeks ago?
Yes, like I said, we're not ruling that out, because for a single light engine aircraft to have dropped like a stone, it could be a possibility of engine failure. And fuel contamination is not the only reason why you have an engine stop operating, but it could be one-off. So yes, if it's fuel contamination, we'll get to the root of it. This is the whole essence of us investigating. Like I said, we're at the gathering stage. We were not able to gain access to the crew because of the shock, but they are both in hospital undergoing some checks. They are well and good. By tomorrow morning, our investigators will be visiting the hospital to take some preliminary statements from the pilots. It's a good thing that they are alive, because this particular aircraft does not carry what we call black box, the CVR or the FDR. So this will have made it a little bit impossible for us to get some details But thank God they're both alive. We can hear from them. They can give us an insight into what happened. Say, for instance, I mean, we're getting the wreckage tomorrow from Lasema. We're going to examine the engine. If the engine produced power up on the point of crash, then we're going to rule out a possibility of engine failure. That means the engine worked up till the time of crash. But from the video footing we saw, we still need to do a proper analysis of that video footing to see whether the propeller was turning or it was just milling. Milling means it's just the wind just turning it. So there are several things. It's too early in the day to give you any cause, but we have launched investigation and we will come back and report to you as to what exactly went wrong.
Mr. Olateru, now there is where there's some level of concern. I mean, if I give you a timeline of, air crashes since 2015 till date, about 14 incidents, 35 lives lost, 14 aircraft destroyed between 2015 and 2023. NSIB's job is to investigate and put it out there what, factors may have contributed to those crashes. What are the guarantees that we will get, the outcome of this investigation this time around? And what's happened to all the investigations you've been carrying out so far?
Well, I can say 100%. Since I came on board 2017, we've released over 84% of accident reports to the world since inception of AIB NSIB. We've done 84% of the work. We released the Dana report that happened 2012. We've done so many releases. They are all on our website. Even the helicopter that crashed a few years ago in Okwebi, the final report has been released. You can have access to it on our website. We don't keep report. Not turnaround time normally for us is 12 months. And we ensure we deliver on that mandate. We don't keep, because you need to understand the essence of accident investigation is to come up with safety recommendation to prevent the reoccurrence. So if you don't investigate, you don't issue the right safety recommendations, then that negates the whole essence of accident investigation. And this is why we make sure we do all we can, except some, very, very few, that we won't turn around within 12 months. And that may take up to 18 months. That may involve us shipping the engine back to the engine manufacturer abroad, overseas, for engine teardown. We don't have control over engine teardown because the manufacturer has so much they're doing. They have other customers they're attending to, but they get to our turn, then they'll do it. So we ensure we do that ASAP. We don't, under my watch, we don't waste time in releasing reports.
Now that's quite reassuring. But then this particular one, how long will this investigation take?
Quote me and quote me, within maximum 12 months, you are going to have the full report. You need to understand how we work. When you have an occurrence, within 90 days, we issue what they call as a preliminary report while we continue the investigation. But this will not take NSIB maximum at the most 12 months to release the final report.
Right, thank you.
And this is in line with the world.
Right.
With the world. It's not just us. Yes.
Yeah, great. I mean, you're going by global standards. That's good to know.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Yes. You want to say something? Go ahead very quickly.
I just want to make a point quickly. Nigeria as a country has one of the best safety records in the world today. In the last 5 years, we've only had one fatal civil air crash in Nigeria. We've only lost 3 people to air crash in Nigeria. I don't know of how many countries can boast of this record. We've done excellently well. So we make sure we're keeping the game on. Thank you.
Absolutely. And we're hoping we don't even experience any crashes at all, whether military or civilian. Akin Olateru is the DG, Nigeria Safety Investigation Bureau. Thanks for joining us on Newsnight.